Welcome to Daily News Dose, your daily fix of politics. Scholz rejects law change amid GDL strike, appeals for moderation. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and other politicians reacts to the long strike of the train drivers' union GDL at Deutsche Bahn. Scholz defends the constitutional right of workers to form unions and conduct labor disputes, but urges the GDL to use its rights with wise measure. The GDL strike is set to last for 6 days in both freight and passenger transport, disrupting the rail network and affecting millions of travelers and businesses. Some politicians from the FDP and the CDU suggest that the strike is disproportionate and endangers the system of social partnership and collective bargaining. They propose to discuss possible legal changes to prevent such long strikes in the future. German official calls for banning alcohol for minors and stricter rules for smoking. Burkhard Blienert, the drug commissioner of the German government, proposes to prohibit alcohol consumption for children and adolescents under 18, even in the presence of their parents. Blienert argues that alcohol is a very strong cell poison that has catastrophic effects on the developing brain and increases the risk of addiction. He also advocates for a uniform age limit of 18 for all addictive substances, including cannabis. Blienert also wants to ban smoking in outdoor areas of restaurants and in cars when minors or pregnant women are present. He supports raising the price of tobacco products to deter smoking, especially among young people. Von der Leyen to announce second-term bid as EU Commission President. EU Commission President Ursula von der Leyen is expected to declare her candidacy for a second term as the EVP's European People's Party lead candidate on February 19 in Berlin. Her main rival will be Nicolas Schmit, the EU's Employment Commissioner from Luxembourg, who will be the Social Democrats' lead candidate. He will be officially nominated on March 2. The lead candidates of the two largest political groups in the EU will compete for the top job in the European Commission, which requires the support of both the EU leaders and the European Parliament. Von der Leyen, who was elected in 2019 without being a lead candidate, wants to use her office advantage as long as possible before officially entering the race. She will not run for the European Parliament, unlike Schmit, whose decision is still pending. Greens expect compromise on child benefit dispute. Lindner gets support for his plan. The Greens and the SPD demand an increase of the child benefit of €250 per month, while Finance Minister Christian Lindner, FDP, only plans to raise the child tax allowance, which benefits higher income earners more. The Greens co-leader Katharina Dröge calls for a compromise with Lindner, and a respectful and understanding approach to differences within the coalition. She says the increase of the child tax allowance should be accompanied by an increase of the child benefit, which affects 67% of the children. Lindner receives backing from the Employer-Friendly Institute of German Economy, IW, and the Federation of Taxpayers, who argue that the increase of the child tax allowance is constitutionally required and not unfair. They say the tax relief is proportional to the income and tax rate of the parents, as with other deductions. Subscribe to the Daily News Dose channel to not miss any news update anymore.